Hi guys, welcome to lesson 5 of the YLOC 6th grade worksheet curriculum. So today we're going to be starting with working with fractions, with dividing and multiplying fractions. So let's get right into it. So starting with division. You want to keep in mind that when you divide fractions, you always want to multiply it by the reciprocal. What that means is you want to change this division sign to multiplication and change this to its reciprocal. So if we rewrite that, it would be 2 over 3 multiplied by 10 over 7. Notice how the 7 over 10 became the 10 over 7. Now, we just have to multiply across. 2 times 10 is 20 over 3 times 7 is 21. This is your final answer. Not too bad, right? Let's go on to multiplication. Multiplication is a little bit easier than division because we don't have to change the division sign to a multiplication sign and change it to a reciprocal. So for multiplication, you just simply want to multiply across. So 2 times 10 is 20 over 5 times 11, which is 55. Now, we're not done because this can be simplified further. They are all divisible by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 55 divided by 5 is 11. So the 20 over 55 becomes 4 over 11, and that is your final answer. Try the rest on your own, and let's go on to the next section, which is finding the mean, median, and mode. So, what is the mean, median, mode? Let's do a little refresher before we begin. So for the mean is you want to add all of the numbers up and divide it by how many numbers there are. For the median, you want to organize all the numbers in numerical order and find the one that's in the middle. And mode is my personal favorite, is the number that reoccurs the most. So in this case, 2. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be doing number 7 with you guys because it has the most numbers, so it could be the most challenging. You guys can skip the process when I find the mean to add everything up, or you could pause the video, try to add it by yourself, and check your answer. But let's start with the mean. So for the mean, as I mentioned earlier, you want to add all of them up and divide it by how many numbers there are. I'll take you step by step. So the first two numbers, 19 plus 14. 9 times 4 is 13, 33. Next number is 12. We'll add 12 here to get 5 and 4, 45. Next, we have another 12. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. And then in 11, 57 plus 11 is 68. 68 plus the next number, which is 16. So 68 plus 16. 8 times 6, 8 plus 6 is 14. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus another one is 8. Now number 12, we got 96. And a 19. 9 times 6, 9 plus 6 is 15. 9 plus 1 plus another one is 115. We just have two more numbers. So 115 plus 18. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3, 1. 113. Last number is 17. 3 plus 7 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus another one is 5. So 150. But in order to find the mean, we have to divide 150 by how many numbers there are. And if we count the numbers, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 150 divided by 10. If you solve this division equation, that's how you find the mean. So 10 goes into 115 15 times. So your mean is 15. Oops, let me rewrite that. Okay, next, let's find the median. For the median, you want to organize all of this in numerical order. So in order to do that, we'll start with the lowest number and go up from there. So 11, 12, another 12, one more 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, and 2 19s. So, we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So these two numbers are in the middle. Now, since there are two numbers in the middle, how do you know which ones are actually the median? That's easy. You just have to add these two and divide it by 2. So if we add 14 and 16 and divide it by 2, that comes out to be 30 divided by 2, which is 15. So the median for this set of numbers is 15. And now for my favorite, the mode. We can see here that the numbers that repeat are the 12s and also the 19s. But in this case, the mode would be 12. That's because 12 comes out 3 times and 19 only comes out twice. Try the rest on your own, and let's go on to the next section, which is plotting. So, there's a set of numbers here and 6 different shapes. The hint is an Easter egg, which means when you're done plotting all these points, your drawing should look somewhat like an Easter egg. So I'll be plotting these 2 points with you guys and try the rest on your own. There's a grid on the next page to help you. So the first one is 3, 11. So if we look on here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 right here. So this would be your first point. Now, you might be wondering, how did you solve that? What you want to remember is this line here is the x-axis, and this line here is the y-axis. And if you look at these, all of them are ordered pairs, which is x, y. So your first number would be x, and your second number would be y. Let's try this again with the second plot. So, 4.5, 11. So we go 4.5, and then up 11. Here's 4.5 is somewhat right there, and we go up 11, so right here. So your plot would be right there. That would be your second plot. Try that with the rest of the plots and see if you get an Easter egg. If you want, you could color it if you printed the paper out. If not, you could try drawing the grid on your own and coloring it from there. Or you could not color at all. It's up to you. We'll go on to the last section now, which is ratios. Now, if you just look at this, it looks a little bit confusing. So I'll be going over number 1 with you guys. So ratio just means that everything is proportionate. 1 to 2 is the same as 2 to 4. So let's go on to number 1. 5 to 8 is the same as blank to 6. So we can see that in order for 8 to go to 16, we multiplied by 2. So we have to do the same to the 5 to get the blank. 5 times 2 is 10. And now we could see for the next one, 10 to 16 is the same thing as 15 to blank. We can see here that 5 was multiplied 3 times to get to 15. So we have to multiply 8 by 3 times to get 24. Now, let's try the next ratios. 20 to something. Now we can see that in order to get 5 to 20, we multiplied by 4. So we have to do the same to the 8. Multiply by 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 2 more sections. 25 to something. So, in order for 5 to get to 25, we multiplied by 5. So we have to do the same to the 8. 8 times 5 is 40. And the last one, we multiplied 6 to 5 in order to get 30. So we have to multiply 6 to 8. 8 times 6 is 48. And that's how you complete a ratio. Try the rest on your own, and I'll see you guys next week.